guys, welcome back to my channel. I started bullet journaling back in June of this year, and today I'm going to go over a September overview and how I set up for the month of October. So this is the journal that I use to keep all my thoughts and ideas and planning for my bullet journal. Anything that I need to rework or just simply have ideas, I'll just throw it in this one. It's Moleskine Folio, the professional squared pad, and what I liked about it, it was really big enough that I can actually get all my ideas out on one sheet of paper instead of going through multiple ones. This is my planning for October, and basically what I have is my theme, colors, anything from brushes, what kind of spreads I want to do. And down here it's more about notes that I need to think about when I'm planning how I want to lay this out. And I have different layout ideas for how I want to do my habit tracker this month, and also my food and mood, which is basically a place where I log everything I eat and the mood that was associated with eating those foods will be represented by a little face. Some of my notes are, working on legends. I haven't done that yet. Do I need washi tape this month? Because September I did have some washi tape on my plan. And just little ideas like that. Yeah, so that's basically my planning. So on to the actual journal. So this is my daily, my regular journal that I sometimes travel with and just sometimes keep it at home, but most times I am updating this one on a regular day basis. This is a Leuchtturm 1917, and it is, I believe it's the Taupe edition with the pink. So let's look right into September. So this is my first page of September. And what I basically have is some important dates laid out, a mini calendar of the month, and on this first page I used it to establish a place where I can have any orders I placed online, and also some reminders that I need to keep track of that are maybe not immediate, but they need to be done this month. So I put those there. And the next page is my habit tracker, and so this is a color coordinated one. The first category is fitness, which is in green. The second category is personal development, which is a purple-ish color. The third category is cleaning, and that's blue, and any online oriented things are going to be in this kind of seafoam blue color. So I have on here some red markings at the top where the days are. This is just letting me know that I had an interruption schedule. So the first one was I knew that was from inclement weather, so I really wasn't going out to bike that morning, or for the following days it was just really bad. The second one is where I was traveling, so it just lets me know that, hey, it might look a little different because I was on a different schedule at that time. This is a spread that I call Food and Mood. I needed a place to log the things that I ate on a regular basis. I use this to track how I'm feeling when I eat certain foods. If foods are triggering acid reflux, which is one of the things I deal with, I put it down in here, and also I use it as a place if I need to track certain things, like I had a sore throat on the 17th, and I just track how I'm feeling by these little bars. So that's a way to lay it out. And the bottom here shows a little overview of the colors, and green is good, so I had mostly good days this month, so that's just a quick way to look back and say, hey, I was feeling okay in September for the most part. So this next page is projects and ideas, and this is basically where I log any projects that I have on the timeline, and I log the hours that I spent each day on certain projects. So the blue ones are going to be representing graphic design or any kind of digital design work, and the purple ones are going to be representing the crafting projects that I might have. And here are just a few little notes, so it's a little note section. This is my spread for reading. I didn't really anticipate reading 2 books this month, but it sort of happened. I just keep track of little notes that I might want to write down. So the way I keep up with them is by a little timeline, and this timeline represents how much I read of the book, and then it corresponds to the day, so that I can see if I'm reading like I should be. Just a good way to keep tabs on what you're reading. So we get into the dailies, which is, it looks a little bit like a journal. That's not really my intention. It did serve as a kind of journal that I could write down, what happened throughout the day. That we were hit with a hurricane, so that was something interesting to log. And for the most part, I just used 2 pages per week. It has a theme. I don't know, it's not really like an established theme, but if I go back to the beginning, you'll see that I have this cute little September. It's supposed to be like a 90s theme, but I really didn't work that into too much with this. It's down here where it's like kind of the same colors and everything, but I don't know, it kind of gets lost this month. This is just different spreads. I have sort of like a journalish log going on here, and this was the time I was out of town, so I decided to use those as quotes and ways to keep track of the days and what I did. And this is just another spread, and we're getting to the end of the month. I do have that little 90s theme right here. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'll cut up to October, and this is where I decided to put my projects and ideas. I didn't want to have a separate page just for that because I know that it didn't take up that much room of what I was actually writing, so it's on my first page now. This is the project timeline, and this is the ideas, the idea section. So I do have some important dates down here. Since it is my first page, I like to keep that with the mini calendar up here. Every year I do events related to breast cancer awareness, and that was one of the things that was really important to me, so I just put that on my first page. So the habit tracker this month looks like this, and it's laid out basically the same way, but I moved around items because I knew they were a little bit out of order. Yeah, so I just incorporated a leaf theme, and this quote says, "The trees are about to show us how lovely it is to let the dead things go," and I thought that was a really good way to say, hey, it's fall, and just find the beauty in it. So that is another way. So I do have 2 pages of October reading. So this is what they look like before anything, before I put anything on them. It's just blank page until I actually decide to read one day. So that's basically that. And for food and mood this month, I knew that I had 31 days, and the last time I did food and mood, I had 10 vlogs a day, and that is not going to cut it this month because we have 31 days, and so I had to figure out a way to get more logs on one page. So I decided to make it sort of like a timeline rather than an entry. So it's just a little bit different, but it serves the same purpose, and I'll put the little indicators of my mood at the first line. It's a little wonky because I miscounted some, so like some of them only have four lines, and like the others have 5, but that's okay. I didn't let my OCD kick in, so this is the last page of what my setup looks like, and it's basically food and mood until we get to the end. This is the same little indicator from the last food and mood, where it's just showing me a quick little overview of what my moods were like over the month. I also wanted to keep that theme going. I don't know, I'm obsessing about these neon pins I have. They're Stabilo's line. I have so many of Stabilo pins, it's not funny. But I really do like the neon ones, and I think it worked really well with the colors this month, or the colors I chose this month. That's basically it. I moved orders to be put down here and reminders as well, because I had a little bit of blank space. Honestly, I was going to leave them out, but I was like, I might end up needing them in a space to, write down little reminders, so why not at the beginning of my month. So there you have it. This is October. The layout for the dailies are going to be slightly different. I'll show you what they look like. They're in my other journal. They're going to look like that, with the day on this side, the task or the events or anything that I need to log like that, and then a journal entry underneath if I have one for the day. That's basically it. Those are my 2 journals. My babies. Thanks for watching how I set up my bullet journal, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, so I can know if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this in the upcoming months. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye. Instantly makes a huge difference since it's the largest item in my room. Usually I put my bedding to wash, but since I just washed my sheets the day before, I simply make them tidy again.